You better chillax. I'm gross,
Fatty's been going through it the last couple weeks, you know. There's just so much fish tank content to cover that it might take a while before we catch back up to his unfortunate meat salad video that he made once again. But today we're going to go over Fatty's love quest. Now, when Fatty was in the fish tank, they essentially tried to set him up with Letty, who was basically the worst person inside the tank. That's not true. She was a grade A B word, if you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And they essentially try to hook her up with him, or vice versa, him up with her. They also bring in Betty later, which is supposed to be this like competition between these two for Chris, which is really funny. Sam Hyde behind it is just maniacally laughing as he conjures up this idea. But we have to remember that not all good things come true. You know, maybe it's just not right just not the right time for them. And there's a follow-up clip. There's a follow-up clip that I can't really show because they're spreading around human components, if you know what I'm saying, from beneath the belt into each other's rooms and on each other's stuff. But Chris gets really mad and starts yelling at her and spits on her. So, unfortunately, I've already ruined the fairy tale before it began. But let's see how we got there. You know, first he falls down the stairs, then maybe they fall in love, then he spits on her? Who knows? Let's find out.
Hey, yo, does Lenny have like a thing for you, home?
I don't know. I've been kind of playing so serious, I can't really tell.
You actually have a thing for her and shit, or are you playing?
A little bit of a thing.
A little bit of a thing?
A little thing wrong, you know?
Homie, I think he needs to amp it up and shit. But I think he needs to start flirting with her more.
For it? I'm for it.
You should do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Just let me know.
How things going out there, man?
Suck. Be right back.
So everybody in the house was pretty aware that Fatty was like super infatuated with Letty for whatever reason. You know, Letty is like Midwest 3. You know, it's not great. You know, she's a New York 2 and she's Illinois 5. So it's not great. Fatty, in fairness, I mean, maybe he's batting within the same ballpark, maybe, or maybe he's the landscape guy that mows the lawn past the stadium in the next yard adjacent. Maybe that's him. Either way, you basically have Sam Hyde basically coercing these two to try and flirt with each other, but everybody's aware that Fatty is super into her, and let's see how she feels about this.
Does Chris, he's kind of like flirting with you?
Yeah, a little bit.
How do you feel about that? Okay, in all seriousness, you're not like attracted to him or anything? You gotta give him something, because he's like in love with you.
I love during Fish Tank they would occasionally do these polls at the bottom of the screen, which is perfect. You know, is Letty in danger? 95% say yes. I mean, it's kind of fair. You know, Chris is loaded. He's locked and loaded. Everybody in the house is in danger. Especially when he can't even walk upstairs and just comically slides back down them. That's when you know you're in danger. Either way, Sam Hyde is fully aware of what he's doing. There was some clip at some other point where Fatty was upset. He was basically talking smack about iDubbbz. And then he proceeded to also talk smack about Sam Hyde, saying that Sam was using him like a puppet inside of the house, which is 100% true. I mean, just look at this instance. Sam was probably feeling like everything was a little bit too chummy, a little bit too boring. And he's like, you know what? I'm gonna spice things up a little bit. I'm gonna make Fatty try and flirt with her, even though she wants nothing to do with him and she doesn't find him even remotely attractive. I'm sure that love story is going to be something that they tell their obese, deformed babies soon down the timeline.
You gotta do it.
What do I get?
Nothing. What if he loses a bunch of weight and gets good at something and he's in love with you? Wouldn't that be good enough for you?
I'm not like into him.
I don't care. Just do it.
I mean, he just plays his character so well. You know, what if he loses weight and gets really good at something? Then would you love him? I'm just not really into him. And he's like, what more could you be asking for? What more do you want out of him? My man, yes, he takes up the entire width of the door frame, but he has a heart of something. I was gonna say gold, but it's probably a heart of bacon grease and cheese. And you know, that's not too bad. You know, get some grease in your life. I don't know. Doesn't sound too bad. Doesn't sound too shabby.
And be like, oh, Chris, you're so funny. And just like touch his arm like that. You know what I mean?
Touch his arm.
If you feel that electricity that just went through your body, just do that to him. Okay, do it though. Bye.
And he knows this whole thing is preposterous. You know, you feel that electricity when you touch Fatty's arm. It just runs through your body. I mean, come on.
Yeah, okay, that's happening. I'll give you a fish buck if you let him give you a back rub. It's got to be like 30 minutes long though.
30 minutes? Okay, give me the fish buck first, and I'll do it.
I mean, the fish buck's just a piece of paper.
Well, I need the paper in my hands.
I
don't trust like that.
No, I already paid you, right?
So essentially, she solicits a fish buck, which I think was what, like $1,000 or something like that, in order to give him a back rub for 30 minutes. And spoiler alert, we don't get to see the back rub. I don't know if it happens at some point. If you watched any of my other Fatty content, you saw that a special lady of the night attempted to give him a back rub for 20 seconds until a stinky poopy smell exerted from him and she couldn't do it anymore. In that instance, Letty's getting paid $1,000 to do 30 minutes of work. Now, I don't know. There's a lot of things I would do for $1,000, and there's not a lot of things I wouldn't do for $1,000. So if it got reversed onto me and you're asking me what I would do, I mean, read between the lines.
What do you think about what he said?
I don't know.
I ain't gonna be sipping forever, girl.
I'm just trying to take care of my baby and study for the PSAT. I don't have time to worry about.
Yeah, and you need a who can cover you while you do it. Someone who's willing to take a little score on that PSAT because they know they stupid and they know they need a smart girl in their life.
I don't have time to worry about this.
That's why you put me in charge of it.
Ugh, it's just so cringe. It's so bad. It reminds me a lot of when you're in like grade school, and this happened to me probably like 5 times in grade school, where it's like somebody's friend comes and tells you, hey, this person likes you, and then you tell your friend to go talk to that girl to get more intel or whatever. So you play this like stupid game of phone tag, and it's just like, it feels so uncomfortable. You get that like little neck twinge, and you have to close your eyes. You just can't watch it. And he's like, oh, you need somebody that can cuddle with you. And it's just like, she's giving him every sign of, nah, I'm good, dog. I'm good. And he just can't pick up on it. It's hard to watch.
Come on now, you gotta think. You got a man here who's already been in music, already in entertainment, someone who already gives a about you and wants to see you succeed. I'm sorry. That sneaker right up there. Did you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, but I think that, you know, it would mess everything up. What we got going on.
Who said you mess it up? Who said you mess it up? Huh? You think because I fuck up a lot of shit, I can't make things work?
So I'm trying to decipher everything that's going on. They had a challenge where they had to take care of a baby for multiple days. I think that's what's going on. I think she has to take care of a baby. I only think that because his head's not shaved yet. So I don't think we've reached, and like the house isn't too destroyed yet. So I don't think that we've reached some of the later portions of these challenges. So I think she's stuck in character, because I think it's something like if you go out of character, then you lose and you're out of the challenge or whatever. So she's stuck while Chris thinks that she's being genuine to him. So he's trying to romance her and she has to speak in character to try and avoid this. It's a disaster.
I'm just trying to take care of my baby. I can't have any men on my mind right now.
You said it have to be on your mind?
I can't be thinking about men right now.
I can handle myself.
I got important things going on right now. I don't want to mess everything
Oh,
up.
look at me. Look at me. Come on now. Look at me. Okay. You got amazing eyes.
Oh. Oh, come on. Come on, have mercy on me, man. Have mercy on me. He basically asked her, hey, look at me, look at me. And she does the slowest Michael Myers-ass turn of head towards him. And you got the prettiest eyes. Come on, man. Come on. The Riz levels are at -0, man. We're stuck in some wormhole. It's horrible in here. I don't like it here. I don't like it.
Hey, how about this? Would it kill you to show a modicum of affection for someone who cares? He obviously cares about you. Good job, Chris. Doing great.
So that character is Ben. He shows up and he's basically this like overly emotional character that I think they eventually solve him, but initially starts out where he like gets really angry and upset and then like apologizes and blames it on something, you know, blames it on his like alcoholism or something, trying to get people to feel sympathy for him, but it's also this like awkward thing where you don't even know who this dude is. Either way, somebody donated to go yell at Letty, which is, I guess, something that you can do with the fish bucks in here. But I mean, the whole scenario. Good job, Chris. Thumbs up. You're doing great, buddy. Letty, I hate you.
No big deal with it. You know me. I just need to know if this is the road that I need to keep going down, or should I take the road right next to it? So I can still see this road, but I can also find my own way.
We got a philosophizer in here. Hey Chris, I'm gonna let you know it's a no. You know, context clues would have helped you out there, bud, but I guess you're immune to that or something. The answer is no. Sorry to let you down so hard.
Letty, he can give you a back rub. You can massage that undergut so hot hot.
The chat's also pretty funny during this whole ordeal. Give him a back rub. Massage his underbelly. Come on, you know, scrape out the scum and the grossness that's growing underneath there. Give him a nice scrubbing, you know? We know he can't reach his behind, so just imagine what's underneath that massive gut. Ooh, send shivers down your spine.
Fatty, I think you're really sweet and all, but I'm not trying to do anything.
Yo, okay, nah. That works, pull up. Pull up.
I don't know who this guy's supposed to be. He's supposed to be some like off-browns or off-key like SoundCloud rapper, and you know she's trying to let Fatty down softly, and that's never the way that people want it. Being let down softly just makes the knife stab feel so much worse for so much longer. You know, I'd rather you just rip that band-aid off and say, you're kind of a slob, and pass. That would go down way easier.
It's not about if this is real or, you know, a game. Because at the end of the day, he gonna use you as motivation. Hey, get back downstairs. I ain't check you. Oh,
Just got word. Yeah. This isn't working, okay? Just got a call downstairs. We're pulling the plug. This is, we thought you'd go for it.
She won't even do it for the fish bucks. She's so revolted by him that it just doesn't work out. It's obvious that these characters, Ben and the rapper guy, are clearly just gaslighting the entire situation. They really want it to happen, but maybe if they tell him no, maybe it will happen. Let's see.
You know, she's kind of pressing up on us, so we told her she needs to tone it back a little bit. If she starts making you uncomfortable, you just tell her that it's over. Okay, we got a call downstairs. Heads at the new network said it's over. So we gotta prioritize you and what makes you comfortable. And this whole situation is obviously making you a little uncomfortable, so we're gonna just answer right now. But we're looking out for
I'm just trying to figure out what she wants to do.
We're looking out for you. We're looking out for you.
Something don't feel right here.
So it's funny because they basically tell each other the opposites. They tell Letty, hey, you need to let him down softly. We can't let this go on anymore. And then they tell Chris, hey, Chris, you know, we could tell you're getting uncomfortable up here, that she's making you uncomfortable, so we're going to pull the plug. So they're both at odds with each other. So maybe we might get a manifestation of those two joining together. At least we can hope for something that beautiful.
My father said to me, like, you're less than
Chris, what's your favorite part of Letty? Please let us know. We're invested.
her eyes. It's the way the light glistens off them. I always explain it like soil, but I don't know. There's something beautiful. It's like there's a light morning dew on some fresh soil that's had a nice flower planted in there. It reflects like the morning light as soon as it hits. It's like a symphony in a way.
So I guess we got Robert Frost over here trying to describe her eyes. Yeah, you thought you could get away from that uncomfortable comment? You can't. Sorry, buckaroo. You have to sit through this and witness him talking like this. Yeah, you know? And to think that Fatty, he had a girlfriend at one point. That was true. That was a true statement. I believe him on that. Oh, yeah, perfect.
Yo, Chris, hang in there, big dog. These hoes ain't loyal. Maybe Sylvia is DTF.
Nah, I'm pretty sure Sylvia don't like me.
Sylvia is definitely not DTF. Either way, Fatty, they tried to find you love, buddy. They really did. It just didn't work out. Unfortunate. Maybe next time, Fatty. Maybe now that you're flush with $15K in cash, maybe you'll figure out something. But until that time comes, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Peace.